Hey guys, I'm here reviewing Papagguy from Build Fighters Try. It's Yuma Kosuka's suit. So it was made to complement the Bear Guy F, which I do not have. I never got that one, so it's pretty much the same thing, but just with a different color scheme. Looks more the masculine. The other one looks kind of feminine with the tiny Bear Guy, or the petite guy, whatever you want to call it. But this one I hadn't seen before up until I actually saw that they were going to do a release of it. And I have to say this one's rather solid built for, it being, I feel that it's kind of clunky. It's kind of big compared to some of these other ones that I've done in the past, but it's like I would actually recommend this particular build. It's actually pretty flexible for it being, like I said, it feels kind of clunky to me, so it's like it is pretty flexible. It does stand pretty well. It's like you just got to make sure you have both of his feet kind of planted, but I did have them kind of looking like the feet on the box here. And so one thing I will let you know about as well is if you want him to hold a cane, do not put these hands in, or you put one of both like I did. I learned the hard way that if you put both of them in, you will not be able to put the cane in his hands, because you would think you could be able to stick them in the smaller holes, but the hole is as big as it is here. I no longer have the piece intact like it for the left hand as I do with the right, because of the way that I had to go about extracting it out of there for me to put the hand in like that. It also does come with two of them, so if you want to have both of them on there, or you can have them hold the various weapons from some of the expansion sets that have come out in the past, or any of the sets that complement other ones. And his hat also does come off, and his ear is actually still there. It looked like in the picture that you would have to take his ear off or something to put it on there, but that's actually what holds it on there. And his ears actually do move as well, so I thought that was pretty cool. So you move them however. And then, so you can actually put this on any other ear, either ear, so that's all well and good. And then he can actually open his mouth, and you can stick a beam saber effect in it. And and then you can actually take his eye plates, or you can switch out eye plates. So you also have this one as well, but it came with the different stickers that you could use for the eyes. I didn't use stickers for the eyes. I just got a Gundam marker after it. It's like I usually do that instead of putting the stickers on there. I'm not a big fan of stickers to begin with if I don't have to use them. The ones that I had to use for sure are like the one around the cane and the hat, and the one around the cane is almost coming off because they didn't make it long enough to go around all the way. So there's like kind of a gap in between there. It's like it's coming off a little bit. It's like his joints are pretty flexible, but like this part right here, let me pull it off here. Yeah, so this part just kind of free floats in there. It doesn't connect at all. It's smooth on the arm and the inside. It's not like it was on the legs. Let's see if I put this back on there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, even if you push it in there all the way, it still kind of moves around, even though it's supposed to just kind of sit there. It's like it'll stay if you kind of like shake it like that, but if you move its arm any, then it just kind of shifts around a bit. Because like with the leg, yeah, it's like there's actually grooves in it and on the leg itself to where that part will actually stay on there. And when you rotate the leg, it will stay in place, which I don't know why they didn't implement that for the shoulder pieces. But this one is really flexible for it being kind of bigger. And then you also have the joint that they use for the head. It's just a little peg joint, whatever you want to call it. It moves pretty well as far as that's concerned. Let's see if I can get it to stand, because it's like if you don't put it, if you don't have it to where either both feet are on the ground, or if you like how I had it I had it looking kind of like the box, you have to put it a certain way or else it loses balance and it kind of falls backwards. Even though there's really nothing on the back, it's just a little backpack that you can put the different expansion pieces on. And it's like you got the little tail and anything else. I believe you could probably put the seat from the petite guys on this on the backpack as well, because the little petite guys do come with a little colored seat that's usually the same color they are. But there's just so many different bear guys that are floating out there now. It's like they're making them of the characters themselves, or the petite guys of the characters themselves, and just so many different versions of these floating out there now. You know, as far as it being a feminine model, it's really not. I feel that this one would actually be one to introduce to a lot of people. I feel it's a good starter kit, actually. It doesn't really matter gender wise if they want to get into it. It's a pretty good one to start with, and if not this one, then maybe, you know, little petite guys would be a good starting point. But I feel that any of the ones from Build Fighters are decent ones to start off with, because they're making it a little bit easier to put them together. Not as many moving parts, but then again, they're high grade, so they're not going to have as many parts as either a real grade or a master grade. And you know, it's like this particular series was made to glorify this hobby anyway, and so it actually got a lot of people into doing this hobby. And it's like I've met several different people that you wouldn't really think that they would be doing something along the lines of this. But I know when like the petite guys first came out, like I know that there was a lot of people that wanted them, and they were sold out everywhere. Couldn't get a hold of them whatsoever. And they're just a fun thing to put together. But in respects of this one, it's like I would recommend this one. But there are a few down things to it. But you know what I haven't found anything that's perfect in this particular thing. It's like, again, the shoulder cuff things are kind of free floating there. But again, if you want to have him hold a cane, make sure you stick the right piece in there. Let's see if I can pull this off. Yeah, because you have a piece like this and you can't pull it out at all. That's like I had to extract mine with my nippers, and I had to cut it up just for me to pull it out, because it's actually like pretty stuck in there. So it's like just a word of caution to that, and you know, so you don't end up messing up the hand piece as well, because it does not come with any extra hand pieces. But with the extra arm part that it does come with, let me see if I can show it to you, because I didn't build it because I'm not gonna put it on them. It's like it comes with this part, or you can build this part right here, but you're still having to use the forearm. It doesn't come with pieces to build another one. You only get the two. So yeah, so you just see what extra pieces come with it. But it's like I already showed you, it comes with the extra eye plate, and then the extra piece, or it does come with extra pieces for the hands. It's like you get one for each hand. But I wouldn't recommend trying to trade them out unless you want to almost mutilate a part like I did. Well, I mutilated one of them, but I didn't want to mutilate the hand part, or else it was going to be a pain for me to try and get another one. And I've done this before, but I didn't want to have to buy a whole another kit just for that one part. But I was actually looking at getting another one of these anyway and painting it a different scheme, but then I would still have been out of part. But again, I definitely would recommend this one. It's based on the Papagguy, I believe, and it does come with the side parts and the under part for that. So I just thought that was rather interesting that they included those parts in there. But I'm not too sure if you can actually put them on here. I wasn't going to test that because I didn't want to use them anyway. But it's like some of the past high grade kits, or any of the ones that are based on a particular Gundam that weren't made, that weren't scratch built, for a better way of saying it, that they would just reuse the tree from that particular model and just have it a different color. So, or reuse the mold, that's what it was. And it'd be just a different color, and then you wouldn't even use like half of the stuff on there. It's just, it was convenient. But I would really appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed to my channel. And so you can also leave comments below to see, just to say something. But if there's any particular kit that you're wanting to see a review on, or you just want to listen to me go on about it, then just let me know something. I do have quite a backlog to go through. I know I have a Sazabi, or the version Ka, but it's like everybody's probably seen that one or done a review on that one. And I do have the various types of unicorns, and I do have a few more of the Build Fighters kits. So I have quite a backlog going on right now. But if you have a particular one you want to see, just let me know, and we will go from there. Thanks for watching.